Okay, back. All right. More unsigned ints. Make sure this is uploading. Cool. Nice. All right, in this case, yeah, because we did, what was this, 2 minus 1? 3 minus 2, oops, or 2 minus 3. Same shit, 1 minus 2. Yep. 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 We initialize assigned as -1 and an unsigned as 1. Oh god, a conditional. And if that's less than that. Oh god. Is it less than that? Less than you. Yo? Oh, I fucked it up bad. I need to check my work. Better. Good. -1 and 1. Is -1 less than 1? It'll print. Oh. So it's returning false for that, actually. It's saying no. S is not less than that. Because less than that is the number? And is it less than that? Oh, so it's saying... Oh, so it's like... It's the same thing as if I'm taking a signed and I'm subtracting it from an unsigned. If the values get wonky... And if the values of the unsigned go out of range, rather the signed can put the values out of range, and it will compare it to the overflow. So, -1 less than 1. Well. Something less than 1. Let me see this, hold on. -1 is implicitly converted to that. So the point is when we're doing, when we're doing comparisons, so when we do an unsigned subtract minus a signed, we are converting the signed to an unsigned in that operation because the operations have to be the same type. If I had a string and I was going to do some sort of function to concatenate it and add something to it and print it, so like if I had CA as one string and I was going to add a character to it, cat, it would convert the T to a string and then add it because the character is being added to the string. If the string was being added to a character, who the fuck knows what's happening? But in this case, we're adding a signed to an unsigned. That means it converts the signed to the unsigned before it even evaluates. In this case, we're comparing a signed to an unsigned, which means we convert the signed to an unsigned before we even evaluate it. So we convert the signed is -1, convert it to the unsigned. Well, -1 is not 0, it's the opposite side, the maximum. So something ending in a 5 apparently. Okay. So is that big number, which is -1, that big number, less than 1, which is what the unsigned value is? No, it's not. It's not less than that. It's a bajillion, dude. A bajillion is not less than 1. So 1's value is actually less than -1's value because -1 got converted to be unsigned. I wish this specifically said it. Oh, well, I guess it does. Same thing. It's just saying that there's an unsigned and a signed. The comparison, the shit we're doing something from the base is the unsigned. So we convert everything to that base. So if we did 3 minus 2, this gets converted to signed. But if we do 2 minus 3, excuse me, this converts to this. Which means it's an unsigned minus an unsigned, which means it's 2 minus 3. Neither of those out of range, but the result -1 is out of range. So it goes -1, which is the biggest in the entire thing. Which is this. Which is this. So when you compare the two different types, there are all kinds of issues because it takes the guy that you're comparing and converts him to the guy that you're comparing to. Yeah, looks fine. Ah. Okay, so it's just gonna give you issues about truncating. And it could be, oh, 3 is signed, 2 is unsigned. We're having issues subtracting unsigned from signed. In this case, we're comparing -1 to 1, unsigned to signed. Oh, truncating. Oh, the truncating's fine. We'll ignore the warnings and we will not treat warnings as errors. Well, then you get fucked up. Because this one was not right. And you wouldn't have expected that. I didn't expect that, rather. I'm not gonna say other people didn't. Conversion rules. Okay. The conversion rules that require them to be of the same type. Okay. So the rules that say, hey, you're subtracting a signed and an unsigned, you have to be the same, therefore there's a warning, we're not going to convert that shit for you. Oh, you're doing this is less than that. Oh, signed, unsigned. No, sir. Character string. No, ma'am. This is programming. No, sir. Cover if statements. Yep. Nice. So we're doing something with -1, but we're passing it a -1 argument, or yeah. But the parameter is unsigned, so if it gets -1, it's gonna be this big ass fucking number probably. So it's gonna output big ass number. Yep. Yep, so unsigned -1 is converted. Yep, wraps around, overflow, unsigned overflow. Let's check. So let's just do what's happening here. So we need some input output, and we're calling a function, and it is print stuff, and we're passing him an argument, passing him -1. This is an unsigned int X, we'll just call it. Alright, we'll call this stuff. Stuff. Yep. Because we're converting from a signed to an unsigned. Yep. From int to unsigned int. So it doesn't even say signed int. It just says int to unsigned int. Cool. Nice. Good job. Good job, thing. Alright, let's check these properties anyway. Wish I could just search. Do. Oh wait, isn't that? Is it in here? Oh, it is. Treat warnings as errors, yeah. Signed, unsigned. Enforce type conversion rules, maybe. Okay. Okay, so we have it set to complain. Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be hard. It should be a pretty easy automated thing. Because the automated thing should just say, hey, by the way, anytime you pass a value to a function, or no, it just, for everything, maybe it takes twice as long, it's fine. Value going here. Value, operator, here. Value, going into function here. Compare value to where it's going. What is the memory in the function that holds this little temporary value? What kind of value is it expecting, huh? On compile time. Oh, it's expecting an unsigned int. Oh, we passed him negative. It don't work, buddy. It don't work. We probably get a truncate error if we do this too. If we pass it a value that's just too big. We'll do. So we'll do. Yeah, it probably does the truncate one the other way. So we'll just do 3. So that's 100,000 million. Wait, right? Isn't that easy? Hundreds, thousands, millions. Oh, it did complete. Hundred thousand millions. Hold on, because that's 100. It's 100,000. That's 100 million. That's 3 billion. Wait, really? Are you sure? Okay, so the point is a fucked up trunk. And that's a 64. It's an N64. Cool, so it does have a trunk. Oh Oh, duh. That's why it's cool with some of the numbers, because we're going to unsigned, so it has to be even bigger. Makes sense. I shouldn't have done unsigned. I should have just done regular int and then it would have been smaller. Oh, again, it has problems with a billion, not million. That makes sense. I thought it was... Duh. I didn't think it was million or billion. That's why it was cool with 3 billion, because 2 billion is within that 2.1 billion. It's like 2.15 billion or something like that, which is basically 4.3. So, alright, so make it complain, and it's tough. Controversial best practice, don't even use them unless really needed. Favor signed over unsigned for holding quantities, even if they should be non-negative. Yeah, because otherwise, dude, like the amount of operations I'm going to be doing. This guy has health. Oh, now his health is negative. Oh, but his health is positive. But then I have to add a check to see if the health goes over the maximum or something. Ah, fuck off, bro. Just have it go negative. It's fine. Even though you're wasting a little bit of a bit for a temporary thing. You'd be wasting it the other way too, because what are the odds you have all these values that are giant? Twice as big. Probably 0, because it's like, that's, I mean, I guess it's technically a big range numerically, because it's half the whole thing. But, I mean, come on. Most numbers probably that you're going to be dealing with probably fit within 2.15 billion. 2.149 billion. Additional material. Refutation with common counter arguments. Oh, that's who Straustrip is. I forgot. Okay. Subscripts and sizes should be signed. Unsigned preferred when dealing with bit manipulation. Why? Just because there aren't fucking negative bits? Ah, true. Mm. And then I could weigh a random number generator, so it goes from 0 to 600, but I say it goes from negative 100 to 700 using unsigned. So once it actually goes in, it weighs the outer ends, because the outer ends, like 10 is 10, but it's also 610, 10 more than 10. So it be wrapping, you know, be wrapping it up. Like a rubber. First unsigned are prepared for bit manipulation. Same thing for when the wraparound behavior is useful. Still unavoidable in some cases. Array indexing. Yeah, because, well, I mean, I guess you could do -1. I would figure -1 would work. Maybe that's only a list in Python, though. An embedded system. Uh-oh. Unsigned is more common. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, duh. Because of the memory limitations where you need freaking 4 billion. You need that 2.16 billion, which is too much. It only guarantees the integer values will have a minimum size. Okay. Hmm. Yep. True. Yeah, because it's usually lower. Or rather, it would still work if it's lower. Maybe? And it feels like it's always easier to make a door bigger because it'll fit anybody compared to dealing with a smaller door because it's more likely just because someone can't fit or something. I mean, it's that fat fuck's mistake in this case, but if we're doing a program for a customer or for me or something, then You'd think just using the bigger stuff would be okay. In reality, some things can't afford the bigger stuff, I guess. Man, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna rest for a sec. Oh. Oh, okay, I'm good. Don't assume it's too big because a lot of things can't fit, but if something else is bigger, then giving it something that's smaller, yeah, because if their ends are 56 bits, let's just say, and I have mine designed for 32, well, their 56 still fit my freaking memory, yo. It fits it by, who knows, whatever to the 16th is. Huge number. Like 34 fucking pentillion. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, so just assume the minimum size because then it'll work on all the shit with the minimum size. Because anything else can use bigger sizes, but not smaller. Like if we just have more memory, maybe we need a new type of index to get it. That's an int, maybe 16 or 32. It overflows if it is. Overflows if it's too big. Okay, if not, what will it print? Oh. Cool, we aren't even talking about unsigned anymore, we're just talking about general wraparound. Well, we don't even know if it is. That assumes wraparound. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try getting 8 hours of sleep and working an hour or doing my programming stuff an hour earlier. I'm getting tired. I think it'll be more productive maybe. So instead of me waking up for work at 7, working until, I mean really like 5:30, getting back at 5:30, I include that as being work. So we got 10.5 hours there. Then I have 6.5 hours left for 17 hours. Because I'll get 7 hours of sleep. I go to bed at 12, wake up at 7. So that's 6.5 hours. Usually yeah, 6.5 hours. I usually piss away 2.5 hours. Yeah, because I don't start this stuff till 8. And I get back at 5:30. So maybe it takes me a little bit. Maybe I have to shower. I gotta cook and eat. I gotta freaking sit on the toilet for a second. Whatever. And then I gotta cook at another point. That'll take like 25-30 minutes total maybe. Including cleanup and stuff. Then I'll watch D&D for like an hour for inspiration and plus entertainment because I need to be entertained. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to bed right now. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna just try it. If I don't go to bed, then I'll go back to this regular schedule. But we've already done like a little over 2 hours. It's fine. All right, it's a fixed width. Cause this sounds like wraparound here, but I'll do more of this tomorrow. All right, let me get back into bookmarking where we end. All right, that's it for today. I'm gonna skip game dev today, cause we already have the lunge animation. I just have to do it tomorrow, and then put it in the game, and then I'll figure out what I actually want to do to make the enemy's attacks feel pretty good. Oh, I should probably make a way. Well, I want to make the attacks good and the enemies feel compelling, and then I'll worry about maybe like a blocking mechanic or something. Maybe. Yeah, I'll figure it out. All right, cool.